This steel sculpture by the late Latvian-American artist Jānis Mintiks is entitled Nemo's Folly. When we first took delivery of the piece, I immediately thought of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and Captain Nemo and his submarine, the Nautilus, whose form is similar to this serrated metal edge. But after spending some time with the piece here at the center, a second reference came to mind, and that's the story of Ulysses. When Ulysses battles the Cyclops, gouging out its eye, the Cyclops, blinded, yells out, "Who did this to me?" And the hero replies, "I did. My name is Nemo." And so we see here a kind of contradiction, because most of Jānis Mintik's work can be considered land art. It was concerned mostly with nature and form. And yet this title suggests human affairs. And if we look at the piece more broadly, maybe not simply human affairs, but even vertebrate affairs. Because this form really reminds me more of a backbone and vertebrae as the segments taper. They wouldn't do that if it was a saw or a tool. And so to me, this form references not just humans, but our place in nature, in the larger category of vertebrates. It's challenging to show work like this in a gallery because it was meant to live outdoors. And in fact, this piece spent its life in New Mexico, outside in the desert, outside Jānis Mintik's home and studio near Taos. We made a decision to paint this end wall in 3 bands of color to evoke the American desert landscape. Even though the piece clearly shows the traces of a human's tools and a human's hands, with the cut form and the welds which are left to be seen, they're not cleaned up and machined. It looks as organic as something that is welded could look. And yet there is also an invitation to consider the natural world. The suspended gazing ball draws us in to a reflection of the world around the sculpture. And so we're invited to contemplate not only the work itself, but also the surrounding landscape.